So I don't know. I don't know if that makes you feel any better about when I rolled up, when I.
Did you say you're gonna put me to sleep for that?
As long as I behave myself, probably.
Chelsea's good at it.
We'll go ahead and get started. If you would, please rise. And we'll forego the prayer tonight and just start with a pledge. If we all would face the, I'll pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. Would you please call roll, Miss Jessica?
Caruso,
Here.
Daniel,
Here.
Davis,
Here.
Dryden,
Here.
Hartsfield.
Here.
Jacobs. Here. Mabry.
Here.
Snyder.
Here.
Rochelle.
Here.
9 present.
Very good. I think we have a quorum, and I think it's the first time everybody's been here in a while. So I'll go ahead and start with the first and only item on the agenda tonight is the Loretto High School building program for consideration, discussion, and action. Mr. Atkins, if you feel better, please
Sure.
continue.
If we could just bear with me with the voice. Other than the voice, I feel great, doing great. But the topic tonight is the use of some fund balance dollars for architectural fees at Loretto High School for the gym from our work session, November 16th, I believe it was. I was instructed by the board to work with County Executive T.R. Williams, and I did so, and T.R. and the County Commission set aside an additional $800,000 to go towards the construction with a $425,000 allotment from the board towards architectural fees. That would cover the cost of the project for Loretto High School Gymnasium. I would say that I believe we have exhausted all options when it comes to how best to use that $6 million. I wanted to look and make sure that we had had reviewed the current gym down there. Could we use dollars and renovate that gym? But that was not available. So when it's all said and done, I believe that this project allocated by the county for a new gymnasium is a cost benefit for the school system. We're going to get a gymnasium for $425,000 at Loretto High School, and we're not going to build a gym any cheaper than that going forward. I do wish those dollars could have been allocated in a way that allowed us, the school system, to address the needs as we did at other places, but we can't. And having said that, I would encourage the board to support the use of $425,000 towards the Loretto High School gym for architectural fees.
Thank you, Michael. Do I have a motion to approve?
Second.
I've got a motion to approve in a second. Are there any questions concerning this for myself or Mr. Atkins?
Yes, I have a question. I just want some clarification, Mr. Atkins, on, from my understanding from that work session, we had, what was presented to us was an $8 million gymnasium. That the cost of building that was $2 million over what was appropriated by the county commission. And then we came back and learned that now it was only $800,000 over the $6 million. So where were the cuts? I guess my concern is I don't want to settle for something less than what we expected. So can you explain where the cuts were? How did we get from the $8 million now down to $680 or $6,800,000?
Some of those recommendations that initially came out with the architectural firm involved a lot of other things: additional office space, certain way the bleachers were going to be in there, floor design, concession space. There was a number of things that when we first met was going to have that somewhere around $8.5 million. That was the wish list from Loretto High School, as they were saying, if we can build this gym, here's what we'd like to have. Once they got the number, We looked and said, we only have $6 million. We can't build it for what you're wanting, we don't have the money for. And then inflation and some other things happened that did drive that price up. So the cut in some of the amenities that they wanted, so to speak, were taken out, but prices were driven up. And I think that makes up the difference. If you recall, Mr. Greer felt like the money that was allocated, $6 million, would have built this gym 18 months ago or 24 months ago, but now with cost, it wouldn't do it. So they've cut out some things that, office space, instead of putting another wall up for office, they reduced that, and that saved contract dollars, it saved expenses as well. So those things were cut.
Any further questions? Comments? Please call roll.
Caruso,
Aye.
Daniel,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Dryden,
Yes.
Hartsfield,
Yes.
Jacobs,
Yes.
Mabry,
Aye.
Nidert,
Yes.
Rochelle,
Yes.
9 ayes.
Motion carries. Before we adjourn, is there anything else that we'd like to add to the agenda? Can we get a motion to adjourn?
Move, we adjourn. Second.
Motion carries.